working for the CIA since graduating from Syracuse University more than a decade ago. Rapp had been selected to join a highly secretive counterterrorism group known as the Orion Team. The CIA had honed Rapp's raw athleticism and intelligence into a lethal efficiency. The few people he allowed to get close to him knew him as a successful entrepreneur who had started a small computer consulting business that required frequent travel. To keep things legitimate, Rapp often did conduct business while abroad, but not on this trip. He had been sent to kill a man who had already been warned twice. Rapp studied the area for almost 30 minutes. If someone was in the woods, there was no sense in walking right into a trap. From the intelligence summary, he knew there was another footpath due south of the one he had come in on. It appeared less frequented and was overgrown. He took it and worked his way back toward the cottage. Rapp had been doing this work for almost 10 years, and he was ready to get out. In fact, this would probably be his last job. He had met the right woman the previous spring, and it was time to settle down. The CIA did not want to let him go, but that was tough. He had already given enough. 10 years of doing what he did for a living was a lifetime. He was lucky to be getting out in one piece and with a marginally sound mind. The path ended at a dirt road. Rapp walked a little over a mile until he came to the cottage. The shades were drawn, and smoke drifted from the chimney. He approached the door, knocked twice, paused for a second, and then knocked 3 more times. It opened 2 inches, and an eye appeared. When the man saw that it was Rapp, he opened the door all the way. Mitch stepped into the sparsely furnished room and began to unbutton his leather jacket. The man who had let him in locked the door behind him. The cottage had knotty pine walls that had been painted white and 3-inch plank floorboards that were covered with shiny green paint. Brightly colored oval throw rugs were scattered about the floor, and the furniture was old and solid. The walls were adorned with local folk art. Under normal circumstances, it would be a great place to spend a cozy fall weekend reading a good book by the fire and taking long walks through the forest. At the kitchen table, a woman sat wearing headphones. Sitting on the table in front of her was about $250,000 in high-tech surveillance equipment.